What's going on, guys? Mr. HEZ here, ready to bring you the first battle of PAX South against the champ, myself, and it's up against Big Red. I love the name Big Red. I mean, that just rolls off the tongue. But he defeated everybody and says, "Champ, I challenge you." So, with that being thrown out, the gauntlet's down, we're going to accept it. Big Red is coming in with that Garchomp Swampert. He's got the Magnezone. Oh, not Magnezone, Magneton. So it makes me think he's got Eviolite. He's got the Mawile, he's got the Rotom-Wash, and he's got the Nidoqueen. Now I'm running in with Chatot. Yeah, that's right, Chatot, Chestnut, Greninja, Quagsire, Porygon2, and Togekiss. So, interesting battle. We'll see how it goes here for you guys. I already know the result, but you got to find out. So here we go. Big Red is issuing a challenge. And he's going to lead off with Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen, not really sure what Nidoqueen can do. We sent out Lieutenant. My Lieutenant, ready to get some work in. We're going to go ahead and chatter away. Ba-dum-bum, as we usually do. It's going to do about a quarter damage, and chatter is 100% confusion. And we're hoping for hacks. Hacks be us. Stealth Rocks. We're okay, that didn't damage us. As long as it doesn't roar, we should be fine. I don't know if Nidoqueen learns roar, though. He withdraws Nidoqueen. Here comes Rotom, though. Rotom's coming in. We get a nasty plot off. A free nasty plot. Oh, thinking nasty thoughts. I don't know. So, special attack raising. Now we're going to chatter this darn Rotom. Now, being a flying attack, it's not going to do much to Rotom-Wash at all. It's not very effective. But we're hoping for the confusion hacks now. And sure enough, crossing our fingers, Rotom's confused and uses Volt Switch. Tricked you. Volt Switch hits me. And it takes me down to my focus sash, but we do survive. Hanging on by the hair of our chinny chin chin. And Rotom-Wash heads out. So we're looking at figuring out what he's going to run. Here comes Mags. The Magnezone. We have Heat Wave. Heat Wave, baby. Enjoy this. It's going to take out Mags. The Magneton. Sorry, Magneton, not Magnezone. Magneton gone. One poke down. He sends out Mawile. At this point, I'm thinking, he's got a Sucker Punch, but you know what? There's Mega Mawile right there. Right there. We know he's going to Sucker Punch. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts. The question is, do I want to attack and let him do it, or do I want to go ahead and try to see if I can trick him? We're going to go ahead and run this Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot's going to allow for our special attack to raise, but he didn't. He did not run it. He ran Play Rough. We tried predicting it. Did not work. So, that was a loss on us. So, it's 5-5 now. We're going to send out Quagsire. Mr. All-Giggity himself. I name him Quagsire, Mr. All-Giggity, or Quagmire. But his name's actually Quagsire. I need to change it. I haven't nicknamed some of them. Alright, here comes Rotom-Wash. We're going to get a stockpile off. Cha-ching! Now, I'm worried at this point with Rotom-Wash. I've seen grass moves used. And I've seen Toxic. And Quagsire cannot for the life of him survive Toxic stuff. So we're getting some health right there after a stockpile. Now what are we going to do? We are going to sit here and get Will-O-Wisp. Thank you, Big Red. Thank you. I love you. So for those that don't know, when you get burned, you're going to lose some health, but you can't get any other status effect on me. So I don't have to worry about Toxic anymore. All I have to worry about is a set amount of damage. Yes! So I don't have to worry about Toxic. Don't have to worry about Toxic. Okay. We're going to be hurt by our burn. Here comes the Confused Ray. At this point, it comes down to, I'm going to let you know, the battle, there's going to be umpteen turns, but nothing but stall. So, while it's stalling, we already know what's going to happen. This is basically happening back and forth. It's going to happen back and forth, just to let you guys know. In short, looking at his team, my goal was to sit here and set up with Quagsire here and try to just take it out. For those that don't know what I run, it's usually, this Quagsire particularly had Power-Up Punch, had Stockpile, and had Waterfall and Recover. This one is supposed to be my Stall Breaker as long as it doesn't have Toxic. There is another set with Refresh in case he does try to run it, but I usually try to run it like this. Now, my lefties pretty much negates what the burn does, pretty much, but not quite. So the question is now, what are we going to do here, and what's my plans for the rest of this team? So we know that this Rotom-Wash is a problem. Grass is really the only type that will really do enough damage unless I can get him in a manageable position to get chip damage. Now, since he is getting small damage on us, we know we could switch out to ground type and not worry about an electric attack. But he's not running electric. He knows that we are a ground type. He's smart. He knows his research. But since he knows that, he's also hesitant to use that, which means it's unfortunately bad for me because I know I can't switch into like Landorus or something that I want to have out here. So we're kind of at this point in a stalemate. It's pretty much who wants to do what first. At this point, I'm okay with him damaging me and attacking me because I'll just recover unless he confuses me. And he's going to do that. You'll see that. He confuses the living daylights out of me and I can't break through. But I'll end up attacking after power-up punching a whole bunch. And eventually, I take him down a little bit. But it takes forever. So, while that's going on, you know, thinking about the rest of his team, he had a good team. The strategy from what I saw from that team was a lot of switching. I don't think he expected my Chatot to use that Heat Wave on the Magnezone. Or the Magneton. Why do I keep saying Magnezone? Because not a lot of people run with Magneton. But Magneton was a surprise that he had that instead of Magnezone. Unless, of course, he gave me Eviolite. But since I was a special attacker, he did not take that very well, that Heat Wave. Especially after a nasty plot and nasty thoughts. Absolutely. Now, for the rest of his team, I mean, he has that Mawile. I'm thinking, what can I take the Mawile out with? If I get a good switch and I predict him, I can take him out with my flamethrower Togekiss, because that's what I had on this particular Togekiss to counter for Steel types. So that's what I'm hoping, cross my fingers for. The other members of his team are pretty strong as well, so I gotta kind of just hope that I'm able to do more damage. Here comes the Hydro Pump, which you see. It's not going to be enough to take me out. It takes me down to 3 HP. I am able to break out of confusion and get that recover. Barely. That could have been the absolute change of the match. But, like I said, the first, like, umpteen turns is nothing but the stall right here with Quagsire and Rotom-Wash. It just was. He refused to switch. I refused to switch. So we said, okay, we're going to do this. And I didn't have any challenges in queue. It was the first guy to make it, so he was like, dude, leave your Quagsire out. I'm going to kick your butt. So, okay. We went ahead and did. Actually, no. He was actually a really cool guy. He wasn't cocky or anything. He was just a really, really cool guy. Obviously, he's battle-oriented. He knows how to deal with this. I think when he realized he burned my Quagsire when I was doing, he was like, crap, I should have toxiced him. But, you know what, that's the advantage, kind of, at this point. So, there we go. We're going to go ahead and get a little burn. That's fine, whatever. Leftovers is happening. We're going to go ahead and recover here a little bit. Get that health. Get third. And then that burn. No sir. But, in short, my opponent was pretty smart. He knew what he needed to do. He knew he needed to confuse the living daylights out of me and damage me enough to where I can't recover. And he got a whole bunch of hits on me because I kept smacking myself. My Quagsire was like, that day. He was just and it was horrible. It was horrible. It broke my little heart. My little heart was broken. But that's the way it goes. So yeah, I just deal with it. There's a burn again. It takes us down to 199. We are confused, remember, and he finally withdraws Rotom-Wash. We're ready to decently get into battle. Here comes Swampert. Swampert coming through! Snapping out of our confusion, we're going to get a recover to take us nearly to full health, minus a burn. So at this point, it's like, dude, you really gave up on it? But it probably worked. Now, him being in Swampert kind of worried me a little bit. I was like, why would you change to Swampert? And I think at this point, he just wasn't sure what to do. So he's going to run Earthquake. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage. But we're going to go ahead and get a Power Punch on the Swampert. As you can see here, we're not doing much either. But, like I said, my strategy with this guy, defense, and then Power Punch, and then blow the living daylights out of you with water. So, here we go. Here comes another Earthquake. We're going to eat that up. Just like a boss. Nom nom. And here comes Power Punch. Power Punch doing a little bit of damage here to Swampert. Attack's going to raise. And we're going to go ahead and get some health here. Yay for health. Yay, yay. Woot, woot. There's the burn. So at this point, I think he's realized, okay, I have to have a crit, and I need Earthquake to do a lot more damage. I know he was just sitting there. I know he realized at that point when he burned me that he shouldn't have. But at this point, we knew what was going to kind of happen. He had to take out my Quagsire. And then, it was at this point, I think he realized he did not have a single grass move on his team. And I almost purposely have a team set to destroy anybody that could have a grass move, take them out, and then come in with my Quagsire and just set up. And hope you don't have some toxic stall. If you have toxic, then I'm kind of screwed. But other than that, we don't have to worry about grass. So there we go, getting some health back. Rotom-Wash coming back to confuse me undoubtedly again. Back to the stall a little bit. But you know what? We're doing better. We are doing better at this point. We really are. We became confused. We're confused, like you can see there. We're going to smack ourselves like a Riri. And he's going to recover. So at this point of the battle, okay guys, you could have basically, other than my buffing and him not buffing, but setting up, we're on turn 24 right now. And it basically, half the battle was spent buffing my Quagsire and getting ready to attack here and not being confused tax. We finally get a waterfall off here on the Rotom-Wash. We get some damage and find out what item he has. It's not very effective. We get a crit hit. We see that it didn't do much at all. And we find out he's got lefties. So no Citrus Berry or anything. Maybe Choice Scarf. No. Because he switched items. We know that he's got lefties. So there's a burn. Takes us down a decent amount. And at this point, we're like, okay, we're good. We're buffed. Are you sure you want to switch out? We're going to send out Maul. It's actually a good choice. Mega Maul coming in. We're going to snap out our confusion. We're going to go ahead and run Waterfall. Probably should have just traded straight into that. We're going to take him down to below half health. So we're going to go ahead and get some health now. Now the question is, do I want to recover or try to attack the Mawile? We're going to take our burn here like a boss. And Mawile is going to use Crunch. Very smart to use that move. There's the Crunch. It's going to do a little bit of damage to our Quagsire, and it's going to drop our defense. We're going to go ahead and get a recover off to raise those defenses up, get nice and strong at this point, and take a burn along with our lefties. So 177 all the way up to 189. You know, 12 up, and I think 25 down. So you're looking at a difference of about 13 HP. There's another Crunch. We're going to go ahead and get a Waterfall. Thankfully, there was no defense drop this time. Waterfall is going to be enough to finish off the Mawile, and the Mega's gone. So now we're looking at 5-4 at this point. So 28 turns, yeah, 28 turns into the battle. It's finally 5-4. He knocked out my Chatot. I've taken out his Magneton, and also now his, the Mawile. Here comes the Confuse Ray for the Rotoms again. The Rotom, I'm telling you. So we're confused. We're going to go ahead and smack ourselves like a Riri. Yeah, it's not very effective. My own hands don't hurt me. I sit there, but yeah, here comes Rotom now. I'm thinking at this point, I'm set up. There's no point in me switching out. He's kind of got to make the move. Now, at this point, he's running Will-O-Wisp. And I'm thinking, okay, he's trying to save all his attacks. That's got to be the reason. That's got to be the reason he's running Will-O-Wisp at this point, is to save his attacks. There's no other reason. None at all. None I can think of anyway. So here we go now. We're sitting there. We're taking damage here, hoping to get a recover off. Here's a Will-O-Wisp. We're already burned. We snap out of confusion and get the recover. So recover. He's hoping pretty much that I take myself out. That's kind of what the gist is here. But you gotta remember, once I get healed up, we're good. Because I'm set up and I can just run the rest of the team. So there's the leftovers. We're gonna take a burn again. Just that confusion made things difficult. If I wasn't confused, we'd be better off, but I was confused. And he was saving his confusion, which is why he kept running Will-O-Wisp over and over and over again. So there we go, confusion again. We're gonna finally get a waterfall to come through. It's gonna take him down to about a third, or about 2/3 is what it takes him down to. There's the recovery from leftovers. Now we can either hope that we get another waterfall to take him down a little more, or we can switch out. Or we can just recover again. There's the burn action. Hurt by the burn. He's going to go ahead and use Will-O-Wisp again, so I don't stall him out. because he's trying to stay with his PP. We're going to Waterfall him. And Waterfall is going to do a decent chunk of damage here. Takes him down to just below half health, so it does a quarter damage. And at this point, we've kind of realized I'm not letting go of Quagsire. And he's kind of realized that too now. Quagsire, he's buffed up. You let me get buffed. I'm not going to let go of him. And he knew that. I think at this point he's just trying to get as much damage as he possibly can on me. Come in with a guy that is strong enough to take me out in one shot. That would be my thing, and that would be my goal. Like I said, he's a smart guy. So I knew he was thinking along those lines, or he was just trying to stall me out from my recovers. One or the other. He could be PPing me. I don't know. But anyways, here's a little bit of health with leftovers. There's the burn action. Takes us down to 95. And then, Will-O-Wisp, we're already burned. We snap out of confusion, get this recover off. Mighty powerful recover. It's going to take us nearly back up to full health. 196 minus the burn and lefties. And Rotom's going to go up just above a quarter health. He's about 1/3 now. 1/3 health. There's our lefties, which is going to take us to full health minus the burn. And this, you know, this battle was probably longer because of all the status stuff between every turn. The confusion check, the burn damage, the leftovers. He has leftovers. So that's 4 extra animations in between turns. Plus confusion animation, the smacking yourself animation. It was just crazy long. Crazy long. But like I said, we're buffed. We aren't trying to stall. We're trying to attack. We're trying to build up to attack. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and get hurt by our burn. And we're going to go ahead and watch him withdraw Rotom-Wash. I don't know what to say. Here comes Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen comes in. We're confused. We get the Waterfall off. Waterfall is going to come in on this Nidoqueen and say deuces the Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen's gone and out. It's super effective. Done. So Nidoqueen done. We're going to get lefties at this point. And things are starting to look good now. He switched out and I guess tried to make, I don't know if he had like Grass Knot or something. Or what he was planning on doing there. Just getting damage, I guess. I don't know. Swampert's coming in. He's going to run Earthquake on me. Now, I am a ground type, along with water, obviously. So, take us down to 103. We're confused, and we've been Dirter all day, and we're going to smack ourselves like a bad Dargon. So, we're going to get recovery from leftovers, plus the burn, which is going to take us down to about 60-something. There you go, 67. Here comes the Earthquake again. It's going to take us down to about 50. 50. Okay, more than 50. 40. We're going to go ahead and get our recover off for survivability to save the guy we buffed up. There's the recover. There's the lefties. Minus the burn. And every other animation you could possibly think of. Yay, 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 yay. Now here comes the Earthquake again. Earthquake's going to go ahead and take us down quite a bit here. Takes us down to 98. We're going to go ahead and Waterfall now this Swampert. And Waterfall is going to hit Swampert and do a lot more damage than people thought. But it was because of the crit. It was because of the crit. Crit hits. That's what he needed. He needed the crit hit. So we're going to take a little bit of damage there. It's hurt by the burn. And we finally decided to withdraw Quagsire. We're going to send out Togekiss. I know what you guys are thinking. Why in the world would you switch out? Well, we had a reason. Because we knew he was going to run Earthquake. And that would give us a free switch. So here comes Rotom-Wash again. Now we're going to go ahead and run Air Slash. Air Slash is going to hit the Rotom-Wash. It's not going to do much. It's not very effective. No biggie, no surprise, right? Right. So it's going to restore a little bit of HP. Togekiss is going to use Air Slash again. We are hoping that we can flinch Hex this Rotom out of there. Because if we can get it out, we'll be good to go, and we can finally advance on. So here we go. Getting those lefties. Here comes another Air Slash to this Rotom-Wash. Doing quite a bit of damage. We're fully expecting a Confuse Ray if he gets some through. Or Hidden Power Ice or something. I don't know. You know, he's got Volt Switch. He could possibly have Thunderbolt. He got Will-O-Wisp and Confuse Ray. So we don't know what exactly is going to happen. But we get the other flinch hacks. Awesome. Awesome for me anyways. We're going to get back up to the L's, so it's going to take us maybe 2, at the worst, 3 more hits to take him out. We finally take him down to, like, just on the edge. And he gets another flinch hacks. Talk about lucky there. The flinches are for real. And here comes an Air Slash. nearly taking out the Rotom-Wash. Look, 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 look at that. Hanging on by the thread, but we get the flinch again. Ouch. Ouch. That's all I got to tell him. Ouch. Oh, my goodness. So, anyways, here comes Air Slash. That's going to finish off the Rotom-Wash. Finally, Rotom is done. He was the biggest guy I was worried about because I've seen Rotom run crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. So, you never know. Here comes Garchomp. And he's going to go straight to running Poison Jab. That's going to hurt, but we survive it. We're going to run Air Slash. Obviously, Air Slash is not going to do as much as we were hoping for against Garchomp. A Poison Jab is going to come. It's going to take us out, but that allows us to get a clean switch. So down goes Togekiss. I love you, buddy. But here comes Porygon 2. Porygon 2 coming in. And at this point, he really hasn't seen Porygon 2 in the battle. We are going to go ahead and get Sand Veil from this Garchomp. And he's going to withdraw Garchomp at this point. So withdraws the Garchomp and sends out Swampert. Swampert coming in with about half health left. We're going to go ahead and get an Ice Beam on the Swampert, hoping for something strong to happen. Show me something good. We get a crit hit, and we get the Freeze Hacks. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about just changing it up there. The Ice Beam is going to be enough to take down the Swampert. And Swampert is done and finite. Out of here. Just out of here. Here comes Garchomp. Garchomp's coming in, and he knows I've got Ice Beam now, so he's going to straight Outrage. Straight Outrage, hoping to take me out. And Outrage actually did a lot more than I thought, but it was because of that crit. That was a crit. And I think he just said, what I really need is a crit right now. And he got it. But we do get the Ice Beam, and that does finish off the Garchomp. And finally we get the win against Big Red, who had an awesome team. I mean, look at it. The Nidoking, I'm assuming, died too early. It probably was like his utility, like a Nidoking, a utility player. The Rotom-Wash, of course, was probably the guy that everything was centered around. I know some of you guys are wondering, why did I not switch to Chestnut? The reason why I didn't is because I didn't want him to get burned. I did not want Chestnut to get burned, because that makes him useless. That's why. So anyways, he's got the Mawile. I think died too early. The Magneton, who I think could have been absolutely great. I just got lucky. Swampert, Garchomp, great, excellent team here by Big Red. And it was a great battle, guys. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this PAX Pokemon League battle. I hope you look forward to the next one. Remember, guys, be sure to subscribe, follow, tweet this out for me. And remember, we have contests down below in the description. Alright, remember, the road may be rough, but the journey will be unforgettable. Until next time, guys, catch 'em all!